India, a land of remarkable diversity, has undergone significant transformations in the recent decades. As one of the world's fastest growing economies, it has garnered global attention for its economic prowess. Gross national product is a key indicator that sheds light on the economic well-being and prosperity of a nation. Let's look into the understanding of India's gross national product, what it is, how it is calculated, its significance, and the factors that influence its trajectory. At the heart of any discussion about the economic health of a country lies the concept of gross national product. Gross national product is a measure of the total economic output produced by a country's residents, both domestically and abroad. It includes the value of goods and services produced within a country's borders and income generated by its citizens working in other nations. Imagine a scenario where an Indian IT professional is employed in the United States and earns a substantial salary. A portion of that income will be considered a part of India's gross national product because it originates from an Indian citizen. How is gross national product calculated? Calculated gross national product is a meticulous process that involves several components. The most common method used to compute GNP is the production approach, which involves summing up the value added at each stage of production across all sectors of the economy. The formula for calculating GNP can be expressed as GNP is equals to C plus I plus G plus of X minus M, where C represents personal consumption expenditures, I stands for gross private domestic investment, G accounts for government spending, X denotes exports of goods and services, M represents imports of goods and services. To elaborate, personal consumption expenditures encompass the total spending by households on goods and services. Gross private domestic investment includes spending by businesses on capital goods like machinery and buildings. Government spending, as the name suggests, comprises the expenditure by the government on public goods and services. Finally, exports minus imports reflect the net balance of trade, revealing whether a country is a net exporter or importer. It is crucial to note that gross national product differs from gross domestic product in that it includes the income earned by country's residents from abroad and excludes the income earned by foreign residents within the country. Now let's see the significance of gross national product. Gross national product plays a pivotal role in assessing a nation's economic performance and overall well-being. Let's see some of the key roles it fulfills. Economic growth measurement. Gross national product allows for the evaluation of a country's economic growth over time. A rising GNP indicates that a country is producing more goods and services, which often correlates with an improved standard of living for its citizens. International comparison. GNP is a useful metric for comparing the economic performance of different countries. It provides insights into the relative economic strengths and weaknesses of nations, aiding policymakers in making informed decisions. Policy formulation. Governments rely on GNP data to devise economic policies. By understanding the trends in gross national product, policymakers can implement strategies to stimulate economic growth, control inflation, and reduce unemployment. The next one is the investor confidence. GNP data can influence investor sentiment. A growing gross national product is often seen as a sign of a healthy and stable economy, attracting foreign and domestic investment. Poverty alleviation. Gross national product can also be used to assess a country's progress in reducing poverty. Higher gross national product per capita generally indicates a higher standard of living for the population. India's gross national product. To comprehend the dynamics of India's gross national product, we need to go deep into its historical trajectory. India's journey has been marked by various phases and reforms that have significantly impacted its gross national product. Pre-independence era. Before gaining independence in 1947, India was a British colony. The country's economy was primarily agrarian with a heavy dependence on agriculture. Gross national product growth was sluggish and poverty was rampant. Post-independence growth. After independence, India underwent a series of economic policies aimed at self-reliance and socialistic development. While these policies did have some positive effects, they also resulted in stifled economic growth. During this period, gross national product was moderate. Economic liberalization in 1991. In 1991, India embarked on the path of economic liberalization and globalization. This marked a turning point in India's economic history. The opening up of the economy led to a surge in foreign investments, industrial growth, and the expansion of the services sector. Gross national product growth gained momentum during this era. The IT and services boom. The late 1990s and the early 2000s witnessed the emergence of India as a global IT and services hub. The software services sector in particular played a pivotal role in driving India's gross national product. The country became a global outsourcing destination, attracting significant foreign exchange earnings. Let's see the challenges and disparities. While India's gross national product has been on an upward trajectory, it is essential to acknowledge the disparities within the country. Income inequality, regional imbalances, and challenges related to healthcare and education continue to be significant concerns. These disparities highlight the complexity of assessing the true well-being of Indian population solely based on gross national product. Factors influencing gross national product. Several factors influence India's gross national product. Understanding these factors is crucial in deciphering the nuances of country's economic landscape. Population. India's large population has both advantages and challenges. On one hand, it provides a vast labor force and a substantial consumer base. On the other hand, it also leads to income inequality and resource scarcity. The second factor is the economic sectors. India's economy is diverse with agriculture, industry, and services sectors. The services sector, including IT and business process outsourcing, has been significant contributor to GNP. Government policies. Government policies and regulations play a crucial role in shaping the economic landscape. Reforms and initiatives such as Make in India and Digital India have aimed to boost economic growth. Global economic trends. India is not immune to global economic trends. Changes in global demand, trade, agreements, and geopolitical developments can affect the India's GNP. Infrastructure development. Investments in infrastructure, including transportation, energy, and communication, are essential for economic growth. Foreign direct investment. India has actively sought foreign direct investment to boost economic growth. Favorable policies and incentives have attracted foreign investors. Education and skills. Human capital is a critical factor. Investment in education and skill development is essential to harness the potential of the workforce. India's gross national product is poised for continued growth, but it also faces numerous challenges. The COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the vulnerability of the economy to external shocks. Addressing income inequality, improving healthcare, and enhancing education will be vital for sustainable growth. In conclusion, India's gross national product is not just a number. It's a reflection of nation's economic journey, its policies, and the well-being of its citizens. As India strives to become a global economic powerhouse, it must balance growth with inclusivity to ensure that the benefits of economic progress are shared by all.